Hello everyone, my name is Nicholas Huggins and today I'm going to teach you guys how to get this nice grainy texture. Can be pretty much used on anything. I like to use it a lot in my illustrations. You could also use it on typography or whatever really. I'll show you all first how to do it on a simple circle, like similar to this here. So what you're going to want to do is choose the ellipse tool, which is L on the keyboard, and just go ahead and draw a circle. It's already pink here, pink circle should be fine. Then you're going to want to duplicate that. So you could hit copy, Command C, and then paste it directly in front, which is Command F. Paste the front, and then you're going to, on the top circle, choose no fill. And then we're going to want to put a gradient there. So you're going to want to go to the gradient tab over on the right hand side here, or window gradient, and it should pop up there. And we're going to go with a radial gradient, and this should work. Keep in mind that where's black would basically mimic where the grain is going to be, and where's white would be where there's no grainy texture. So just keep that in mind when you're setting up your gradient. You could always edit it by hitting G or this in the toolbar right here, and basically, yeah, editing that and changing it however you like. But this should be fine for now. So what we're gonna want to do with this gradient is give it a grain texture to start with. And to do that, go to Effect, Texture, and Grain. And then this window will pop up. It's really zoomed in here. It's come out. So that'll sort of show you how the grain is going to be. And then you could, of course, adjust intensity, contrast, but this should work for us. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK. And then let me zoom in here. You can see we have a nice grain going. So now comes the fun part. What you're gonna want to do is rasterize this grain texture, which might seem counterintuitive because we're gonna rasterize to come back into vector shapes, but I'll show you guys what's going to happen. So you're going to want to hit Object, Rasterize, RGB with 150 should be fine for us. So we hit OK, and so there we have a rasterized shape, which will have like a white background. Right, so now we're going to go back to get this grain texture be vector. And to do that, you're going to want to open your image trace window. And you can see here, you have all these settings. And what I've done is created a preset. So when you hit advanced, I'll show you guys what settings I use. I use this grain preset that I've created. And okay, all right, so once you hit that, you could see how this comes up, a really nice vector green. And what I'll do now, I'll show you guys what settings I use so that you can sort of mimic that and create the exact texture. So what you're seeing on your screen right now would be basically this image trace presetting that I've created, and it works really nice for grains, as you can see now with this shape. So once you have it like this, you could actually open your transparency window, which will be window transparency. Oops. And I mean, you can just play around with these settings here. I usually like to go with overlay or multiply, and you can adjust the opacity, and you get a nice little effect going here. Pretty much the same thing for if you want to do something with a font. So I'll just type out my own name here, and okay, here we go. Same thing, you copy that and paste in front, Command F. But what you're going to want to do is outline that type, which is Command Shift O, or go up in a type, create outlines, select none in the fill, and go ahead and give this a gradient. We'll do a linear gradient for this, and then we can just edit that gradient. So it's a nice, do nice and dark at the top there, coming down into light, and then it's pretty much the exact same thing. You want to go to Effect, Texture, Grain. You'll see how it looks. You're going to want to hit Object, Rasterize, and yeah, go here, we get the same thing. And once again, you should have once you have your image trace preset and created, you just hit the drop down menu, hit Grain. Alright, the reason that happened is because the back text is black, so the black grain on the black just appeared black. So select a color there, and once again you can come to the transparency and sort of play around with these settings to whatever you want. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. What I'll do now is I'll show you guys a couple of things that I've done that have utilized that grain texture. So you can use it for whatever shapes here. Shadowing, nice sort of vignette, grain vignette. It's a pretty nice little trick to have up your sleeve. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Once again, don't forget to click subscribe, and I'll be trying to put out as many helpful videos as possible.